Hello everyone, this is Julia from Avalon Rituals. Thank you for tuning into this weekly energy update. So this is a reading I'm doing every Monday for the collective, and what I mean by the collective, in case you're new to this channel or to these kind of things, is that we are a collective of souls on different parts of this planet working through similar lessons at the same time. And therefore you are part of a specific resonance group or group of resonance where you might, as I've said, resonate with the messages I lay out here or I give you through this channel. Therefore, check out last week's reading to see if you resonate also in hindsight with the messages from last week's reading. And yeah, I'd say let's start with this week. Now, I do like to work in piles of cards here. Which does not mean that this is only one situation and that's the other and that's another. It could also mean that everything is one. Just take it as it resonates. We start, and as I've said, this doesn't need to be the start of the week, but it could also happen that this is something that happens for you at the end of the week. But we start with the Page of Coins or Page of Pentacles, and in this case, it's the Page of Stones. So many words. And then just imagine that I do this in German as well. So you're suddenly completely confused with all the pentacles, coins, stones, and Münzen. So this is a card that could indicate a gift, a present, an offer, something along those lines. So obviously this can refer to you as a business offer, a business opportunity, or in your private life, this could literally be a gift that you are receiving this week. Now, when it comes to relationships of any sort and kind, then the Page of Pentacles would indicate that there is the foundation. You start the foundation of a relationship, of a business, of whatever. This feels like the first steps of something, which could be of a new business. But there is the page. After the page comes the knight, and then comes the king. And obviously with the king, you have already accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. There's a lot of stability, a lot of security. And with the page, that's the beginning of the journey. So it might be that you are laying down the foundations now of a new friendship, a new business, a new relationship that has the potential with the coins to be really stable and secure in a way. The interesting thing is that I have this in the same pile with the King of Bows, which is the King of Wands, King of Fire. Now, there might be a specific person who might either be very fiery, very passionate, or it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that plays a part here. In general, this is a person. It could be your energy, or it could be someone you know. This person is very independent, and funnily enough, I do think we had this in the new moon reading, which I uploaded, was it yesterday? So the new moon reading that I uploaded yesterday, we had the Queen of Bows, or the Queen of Wands, and here we have the King of Wands, and they both have a very similar energy. Someone who's very charismatic, handsome, charming, also very independent, who has, with the King of Fire, matured. It's not like the Knight of Fire, where you feel like this person is a little bit unreliable and very impulsive. With the King, there comes an energy of someone being in the King energy, of having learned to control their fire, the passion. Someone who's a very, how do you say this? Someone who knows what's the best thing and the right thing to do. Therefore, the King of Bows in this case here could be a chef. Do you say chef or boss? I always confuse this because in Germany we can say both. A chef and a boss is pretty much the same. So it's a good leader, someone in the leading position here. Now, this might be that you are now stepping up to this position and that you are creating here your own business, your own venture. You're creating something new. Maybe you have established a new relationship with yourself, because this could literally be having a new foundation related to your self-worth and your self-worth. So these energies are super beautiful. May it be that you have matured and have a new foundation within yourself related to your self-worth. May this be a partnership in a business sense, a new friendship, or maybe even a new love relationship. This looks super beautiful with someone who, like I said, knows what the right thing is to do and who's in a leading position and very charismatic. Now, what I want to do is I want to uncover the Lenormand cards. And we have the Child. The Child is a new beginning, something that is starting to grow, which is in perfect alignment with the Page of Stones here. So a new beginning, a new foundation. Yes, okay. The next card is the Anchor. And the Anchor is the typical card for work. So there might be that there is, like I said, and this is just a confirmation really for everything I just said here. There might be a new beginning in your work life. Maybe there's an offer coming in, a new opportunity. And therefore, this is a strong combination for someone who's in a leading position at work. But also, this could refer again to a personal relationship where something is now starting that has the potential to be really grounded and secure and stable. Like I've said, I feel like those two energies are literally a representation of those energies already here. So I'm just going to go further to the next card. We have Justice. Oh, yes. Justice. I love this card. Now, this is the card of making good choices, good decisions, fair decisions, being fair, being honest, being honorable. It's the card of karma. What goes around comes around. So what are the seeds that you have sown? And I feel with the combination that I have here, there's a lot of good karma coming back. Justice has arrived, balance has been restored, and good karma is coming in. Why am I saying this? Because we have the 10 of Cups here. And the 10 of Cups is one of the most beautiful cards because you see the overflowing waters of fulfillment, joy. The cups are, of course, emotions, feelings. It's also spirituality. So, and the connection that you have, like your intuition. I do see that this is a very beautiful card for something really beautiful either being now in your life, or this is simply how you feel. And with this card being the card of karma, I feel like you have worked yourself through a lesson, and you now feel this opening of the flowing waters again, like you are in the flow. Just look at this card, right? You are in the flow again, the flow of life, and everything just seems to align for you. And I do feel this has also to do with the karma. This is coming in. So there's good karma, bad karma. Well, that's all a judgment, isn't it? But with this being the card of fulfillment, happiness, of love, that looks very, very beautiful here. Now, what else do we have? The Moon. The Moon talks in the Lenormand. Also very interesting, because I really feel that some of you will say, oh yeah, this completely refers to a situation in my work life. Some of you will say that's definitely a situation in my love life or relationship life. And for some of you, that might even be both. Because then again, the Moon can stand in your work area for being recognized as at work. And that, of course, could be through something very officially here. The Justice card could be legal matters, could be legal matters that turn out very well, being recognized, being seen here. The Moon can stand for your emotion. Oh my God, my brain. For your emotional life. And therefore, of course, we have the connection here to the 10 of Cups. So let's see what the next card is. Oh yeah, the birdies. Well, in this case, it's the owls. Very often on the Lenormand, you get the energy of birds, and birds can stand for excitement. In a positive way, that's positive excitement. In a more negative way, we would say that's nervousness and stress. Very similar energy here. But what is the judgment that you give it? Do you think it's exciting or is it stressful to you? That's really interesting, isn't it? If you feel into it, into the energy of excitement and stress or nervousness. So this can indicate a phone call coming in, maybe something very officially here, a phone call coming in, a message coming in, that might have to do with your emotions, that might have to do with your fulfillment, and maybe even something related to work. There might also be something where you feel a little bit nervous or excited when it comes to your emotional life. I also get an energy of, because we have with the karma card here, heavy lessons. And I also feel like this was something that came up in the last weeks quite a lot, that a lot of people in the collective have worked through quite heavy lessons of letting go, of releasing, of closing karmic cycles. So it might be that there's a situation that seems very promising, where you are a little bit excited or stressed about it. And we're going to come to this again when we go to this pile of cards, which we're going to do in a second. I just want to show you the card at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Great Bear, and the Great Bear is the Judgment card. Now, this talks about letting go of the past, releasing the past in order to step up a level. It's forgiving other people, forgiving yourself. And with this forgiveness comes the releasing of the energies. If you are not able to forgive completely right now, if there are still energies you're kind of like holding on to, or you still haven't processed, then at least try to find a point of neutrality, where when you think back on a situation, you have more like a flat line. Right? Because many people, when you talk about forgiveness, I know many people say, oh, but I can never forgive. Well, the thing is with forgiveness, that the energy is something that you're holding on to yourself. It's like there's a saying, like you wanna poison someone else, but you're holding onto the poison yourself. Because what you try to achieve with not forgiving a person is to punish another person. But in the end, you have these energies within yourself, and they are just poisoning yourself. So forgiving is something that you do, first of all, for yourself. This card came up, I remember it was very strong in the end of March and beginning of April. So there might be a situation that is connected to this moment, to something that happened around this time. This could come up for you, or maybe you are now able to release another level of energies related to the situation that happened in the past. And yes, that's all I want to say. So coming now to the next card, we have the Moon. And the Moon is talking, and this is why I already mentioned these things here. The Moon talks about a little bit of fear coming up, because you can't really see the things clearly yet, which is okay, which is fine. Sometimes that's just the way it is, and it's important to have trust in yourself and in the divine, in your soul's plan. I always give an example when I get the Moon card. So when you are on a meadow and there is a rope in the sunlight, you will see the rope very clearly. At night, you might think that this is a snake, and you're going to be afraid because you can't really see it clearly. Another example is, and I think we all know this, you remember your childhood when you were in your bed, and there was a chair, and over the chair were a lot of clothes, and at night you would just see the silhouette, the shadow, and you would think, oh my God, someone is in my place, in my room. And then you would be scared, and then you would maybe even sometimes go and switch on the light to see, oh, it's just my jacket on the chair. So this is the energy of the Moon. Because you can't see things clearly, there might come up a little bit of fear or anxiety or insecurity. And this is also the energy here that I get with the owls. Though I do have to say, with the owls, like I said, often it's the birds on this card. With the owls, there comes a lot of wisdom as well, which is something that I do connect to this card, because this was I feel like there was a lesson for you. And this is also why I'm saying good karma might come in here, something beautiful coming in, where you might be a little bit nervous and stressed about, because maybe of the past things that are here still to be fully released. Am I turning this around already? Yes, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this card in a second. Now we do have the 10 of Cups here and the 10 of Pentacles here. These are the best cards in the deck that you can get, because you have a lot of emotional fulfillment no matter what area, and there you have the most. 10 are the most that you can get, and there you have a lot of stability, a lot of security. So it kind of like seems like something here is coming in that has the potential for 10 of Cups and 10 of Stones. That's a card for the home, for the material abundance, and this is the emotional abundance. And it might be that there are a little bit of fears and worries if this is something that you can hold within yourself, because I think that emotional fulfillment is something that comes out of ourselves, and maybe you have worked yourself to this point where you are maybe a little bit afraid of losing this now, so you might be a little bit extra cautious here in a certain situation, and you might be afraid of if this is now really the stability that you're looking for. And again, in business areas, that could be the same thing. If there is an offer, that might be something that you have really worked for, that you really have envisioned to happen. And now this might happen and you are a bit afraid if this stability is now real or if it is an illusion. Because with the moon, we get the energy, a little bit of illusions as well. We do see a message coming in, or you taking action. So someone is taking action here. That could be you with doing something specific, with sending out a message. It could be someone else who might, where you might receive a message. This is also the action card in terms of doing something, being active, being social, meeting someone. This could be a very specific meeting. We do have the tree next to it. Meeting in nature with a tree here, but it could also indicate something that is slowly growing. We have twice the card of stability here. The tree stands for inner stability, for being rooted, for being grounded, for growth as well. So there might be a situation that where you really feel like you are growing on a personal or spiritual development, where you feel like you are more rooted and grounded within yourself. That's a very strong position here. Also, I feel like there might something develop with a tree, which is a really slow card. So there might be a slow progress where some sort of abundance is coming in here. I have actually picked another card, and that's the card from the, I'm going to show you. I just love this deck. It's the astrology deck, and it's super pretty. And we have the card of Cancer. Now, Cancer, the card says nurture, comfort, and protection. So I do feel it's a time to nurture yourself, to do the things that feel good and nurturing to you. Therefore, be really discerning of what energies you let into your life. Are these, how do you say, supportive energies that are nurturing, or are these draining energies? Because we have also the aspect of protection here, right? So the Cancer, do you say the crab, right? Is that right? The Cancer. Would you say a Cancer if it is the animal? Oh, there is a Cancer walking. No, you would say that's a crab, right? Anyway, you guys know what I mean. Has always this shell, so it's always at any time ready to protect itself. So I get this energy of do nurturing things, do the things that are supportive for you feeling very, very good. But also be a bit mindful of your energy and where you spend your energy. So there comes the protection energy in as well. All right. I hope you resonate with this reading. Maybe you're going to resonate with it at the end of the week. So make sure you're going to maybe come back to the reading at the end of the week. Sending you all so much love and blessings from Avalon, and see you next time. And what did I say earlier? Make good choices.